Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to make a rose red geode. This color is a special order color, and I got it from the marketplace. So you go over to Facebook, Tie-Dye Supplies Marketplace. I do have a link down below in the description box. It'll take you right over there to it. I'm ordering my dyes from Kathy Greger at this time, so you can find her over there. You'll just want to send her a private message and place your order. And she is stocked up on all of the special order colors, so you can get whatever you need. Now I'm swatching out colors that I think will be good for Christmas. So today is the rose red. Just like yesterday's tutorial, since I'm only doing one color and I don't predict that there are going to be very many splits, I'm trying to create some depth and variation by starting out by doing dye under ice. Now I'm going to add my ice to the project, and I like to add enough ice to where I don't see any of the fabric showing through. Now I'm doing the dye over ice method. I'm giving it a light sprinkle, but I'm making sure to cover all of the surface because I do want to have good saturation. I give the project a quick little sprinkle of soda ash for good measure, and I set it off to the side so that the ice can melt. See what I mean about the over the sink strainers? You're able to do two projects at one time, and I love that about them. So I came back after the ice had melted and I checked the back, and there are still some areas that don't have any saturation, and I want to see more because with geodes, the fabric is tied so tightly. It's thick, so like down in the center, there's probably going to be quite a bit of white. And I'm starting with the dye under ice method, and I'm trying to find the areas that look really red and duplicate that because I didn't mark it off or anything. I don't really know where I'm going, but you can be random with it. That's the fun with geodes. The more random, the better. So I'm going to do the dye under ice, then I'm going to add my ice, and then I'm going to put more dye over top, give it another sprinkle of soda ash, and then set it off to batch. And you want to let your project batch at 70 degrees or higher for at least 24 hours. And I personally always like to batch for the full 48 hours. It really is just a matter of preference. So this time I'm using the nugget ice, and there is no rhyme or reason to it. The real reason why I use nugget ice is because I use it as often as possible. So when you see me use my big ice machine ice, it's usually because I'm waiting for the Frigidaire to fill back up. So now it's time to start the washout process, and I've explained this before, but I'll say it again. So with my geodes, what I've been doing is untying them before I rinse them, and it's been working out really well. I have not noticed any issues with dye getting into the white lines. So you want to untie it, and then you want to start by using cold water. That's going to rinse away any soda ash that might still be reacting within the fabric, and then increase your water up to hot and rinse until the water runs pretty much clear. From here, I take it to the washing machine, and I like to do hot water cycles using Kirillon. Kirillon is a professional textile detergent. And then I like to do a final hot water cycle using Millsoft. And Millsoft is a professional fabric softener. And you will find links down below in the description box for both of those and everything else that I use for tie-dye. So make sure that you check that out. It's just a good resource for you guys, especially if you're new to tie-dyeing. It helps you find what you need. Then I'll put the project in the dryer and I'll iron it, and we'll come back and we'll see the results. Well, here it is, guys. Here's our single color geode in the shade of rose red after it's been washed and dried. And I think it turned out really pretty. Now, imagine this if it had a whole bunch of colors, how cool it would look. But that's not the purpose of what we're doing here. So, as far as rose red goes, as a good red for Christmas, I give this one 2 thumbs up because it does not split very much. And I find that to be really good, especially like when you're doing red and green and gold. You don't want a color that's going to be throwing off a bunch of secondary colors because that's when things can kind of get muddy. So when you do see some areas that look lighter, that's just because it doesn't have a lot of saturation. And if anything, I would say this might lean a little bit, like just very, very little bit, some areas that look a little bit peachy or orangish. And again, I'm kind of chalking that up more to just lack of saturation, like it's diluted from the ice. It's a really bright, strong red color. So, like I said, 2 thumbs up. If you want to get this color, head over to the Facebook Marketplace. So it's Tie-Dye Supplies Marketplace and look for Kathy Greger. She can hook you up. So, what do you guys think of rose red? Please leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, and click the bell and set it to all. That way you get notified of future uploads. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing!